All right, ladies, you asked for it. We're going to talk about it. How to get your man to go camping. I've got some words of wisdom from my mom, Dr. B herself. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how I got my man to go camping. Hey. Hope everybody is doing well. I am excited. I don't know about y'all, but I am getting excited because now it's about to be camping season in North Carolina. We have to winterize our RV for a few months because it gets too cold and things may freeze. But around this time of year, we de-winterize. I think that's the right word, de-winterize. Yeah, we de-winterize the RV and we're ready to hit the road. So I am just so excited. But if you are new to this channel, let me say this before we even get started. If you're new to the channel, my name is Angie. This channel is all about my family's part-time RVing experience. We share with you locations. We share with you some tips and tricks. We share with you mistakes and mishaps. And we also just want to encourage everyone to go out and experience God's wonderful creation by way of camping. So however you do it, whether you're tent camping, RV camping, whatever floats your boat, just get out and enjoy nature is what I want to encourage people to do. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on how to get your lady to go camping. And so many ladies have contacted me. I've got text messages, some comments on the video, even emails that have said, hey, wait, back up, sister girl. Wait a minute. What about the ladies? I want to go camping, but my man doesn't want to go camping. How do I get my man to go camping? And so I just want you to know I hear you. I see you. I've been there. So I totally get it. I was actually the one who was trying to get my man to go camping. And if you follow the channel, you probably already know that I am actually the RV enthusiast. I watch all types of RV channels. I watch videos on trips and locations. I even watch maintenance videos. Even if I've never had the problem at all, I just want to see. I'm curious by nature. I want to see how, if this happens, how do you fix it? That's just who I am. I like to know information, sometimes useless information, but anyway. So I was there, you know, a few years ago. Actually, it was 2018, around that time. I got the bug to go purchase an RV. Actually, my mom was considering purchasing a new RV, and so, well, new to her RV. While I was helping her search, I started thinking, you know, this might not be a bad idea for us. So I just really started doing some research and just really getting into the idea of us RVing. And a lot of things at that time in our lives was happening with our friends and family. We had some family members that just died all of a sudden. You know, they were in good health, things were going well in their life, and you just never expected them to die. Some people were younger, some just close to us, friends, family. A lot of things were going on in our lives at that time, and it just made me really realize that, you know what, I don't want to wait until I retire. I don't want to wait until you know, I'm older, may not be able to enjoy it as much. I want to do it now. You know, I got my grandson. I want him to experience some things, and I'm just not one to put off experiencing things till later. And so I just decided that, you know, now is the time that I wanted to do it. But I had to convince my husband because he was not into camping. In fact, we had never camped together. We were not campers. We didn't do that when our kids was little. And so it was going to be all new to us. And over the years, I've always been one to come up with all these innovative ideas. I say innovative, you know, he might call them crazy, but, you know, tomato, you know. Anyway, I come up with ideas, and, you know, sometimes they pay off real big and sometimes they don't. But the good thing about it is he's the type of man that would never give me grief. So I thank God for that. And by the grace of God, we've been married 32 years in July. And so he's used to me coming up with ideas of something, and sometimes it's a fad and sometimes it's long lasting. And in this particular instance, it was long lasting. He probably thought it was a fad because his suggestion was, when I first started talking about, well, you know what, if your mom's going to get an RV, then why don't we just get an RV together? Why don't we do that? And I was like, no. And she was like, no. We both were like, that's not going to work. Because I could see the situation right now. She wanting to go somewhere because my mom is an on-the-go type of person. She's wanting to go somewhere, and then we're stuck having to wait till she come back before we can go. And I just can see that being a conflict. So I was like, no, that's not going to work. We have to have our own RV if we're going to do this thing. And so I found an RV. It was in Virginia. It was in Richmond, Virginia. I did a lot of prayer and consideration and research. And I just asked God, please show us the right RV for us, one that's going to be a good RV. I didn't want one with a lot of problems. Of course, you've heard some horrible stories about people buying RVs and it's just being a money pit. And I just did not want that, obviously. So I asked God to lead the way. And we found one in Virginia. Then I had to convince my husband to let's go to Virginia and buy this RV. So he was thinking, okay, we'll go. He went along. He drove us up to Virginia. It was me, my younger son, and I think my grandson. Yeah, my grandson, he was a baby at that time. So he went along with the plan. But the deal was, if we got there and the RV was not the way the guy said it was, or when he drove it, if something was wrong with it, and I know my husband, honey, he was inspecting every single aspect of that RV. And if any little thing was off, it was no deal. No money was exchanging hands and the deal would be off. And so I said, hey, I'll take that deal. That works for me. So we went to Virginia. We got there. Long story short, the RV was perfect for us in terms of the amount of space and the size of the RV. For us being new to RVing, it worked out great. It was a wonderful RV. It never gave us a bit of trouble. Just some small maintenance things, but that can happen. You know, it just happens when you own an RV. But other than that, it was a great RV. In fact, when I sold the RV, I was like, didn't want to get rid of that RV because I was thinking, this has been a good RV. It's so good to us. I don't want to, get something and have something worse than what we had. So I trusted God, and he led the way on our second purchase of RV as well. But yeah, so we ended up getting that RV, and initially it was he and I RVing. I had this grandiose idea that our grown children would be joining us, and we would just have this big family camping excursions going on all the time. Let me tell you something. When them children, they don't have time for us, okay? I mean, I do good to get them to come over once a month to have Sunday dinner. So they are busy, and I understand. They're hardworking kids. I'm very proud of them. So what more can you ask? They're working, they're paying their bills, they're staying out of trouble. Hey, I'm good with that. So if they want to rest on the weekends, and so be it. So be it. That is to say, all the things that I thought we needed in that first RV, we did not need, okay? Because they did not come with us. And so it was my husband and I mostly, and our grandson that would go camping most of the time. And we would have a good time. It would be like a little outing, a date night, as we suggested in our cushy video, which, by the way, if you have not seen the video on how to get your lady to go camping, I will link it in the comments so that you can go back and check it out. We were having a good time. We were getting used to the RV, part-time RV life, and we were enjoying it. But let me tell you what really happened. I saw a switch that turned on, and I'll tell you about that in just a minute. But right now, I want you to listen to what my mom has to say. I gave her a call to give her an opportunity to chime in on this topic because I didn't want to cheat you, ladies. I wanted you to have the benefit of her RVing wisdom as well. So listen to what she has to say. Hey, Mom.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I am doing a video. You remember 2 weeks ago We did a video for the men on how to get your lady to go camping.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had originally I thought about doing. Now I went on pause. What happened? Okay. Originally, I had thought about doing a video for the ladies just talking about how to get your man to go camping because obviously I was in that situation. So, but it wasn't. And then the idea came back to me after I started reading the comments, and there was some women and just people on there saying, "Hey, this is just not for the men. Ladies need something too because we trying to get our man to go camping." So I said, "Let me call Mama and let her chime in." Because I didn't want to cheat them. Let you chime in and, you put your 3 cents with my 2 cents so we can make 5 cents for them.
I love it. You love your mother. You gave me 3.
Yeah, I gave you 3.
All right, so they came happy.
Yeah. In a good way. It was like, hold up, sister girl. Hold up, sister.
Just for the men.
Yeah, ladies was like, what about us?
Because we are women and I'm trying to get my man to go camping.
That's
amazing, isn't it? Because most times people think it's the man that's driving the camping and the fishing, those activities. Most people think, well, it's the men that's behind it.
Right.
But there's a lot of women that want to go and they got husbands that don't want to go.
Right.
And they're like, how can I get him off the couch, from looking at the ball game or golf? How can I get him to let's go camp, baby? We want to go camping. Man, I don't want to go out there, all the snakes and da da da. Well, first thing is you got to realize, are your man really, have any knowledge about the outdoors?
Oh, okay.
You can't be cursing up when they don't know.
Right.
And so you talk about being on the outside. Most men don't have knowledge about being outside, and they don't want you to know that they're afraid of snakes and spiders and
yeah.
God.
Right.
You know that. So
right.
They're holding that. Some men, scared of heights, so they can't show that woman that they have a fear. But deep down inside, find out exactly what it is that is bothering him and what concerns that he has for not wanting to go. Mm-hmm. And then address those.
That's good.
Nothing is really, you can't just say, you can't just knock it over to the side, you just don't want to go because you don't want to do it with me. That's the way we are. We always feel like it's about us and you don't want to do it because of me. It's not necessary, but he doesn't feel safe to tell you his real truth. So you got to really get to the point where he can feel safe to say, you know what, babe, let me just be real with you. I got chased by a snake when I was little, and I'm afraid of snakes. There could be a phobia there.
Oh, so, yeah, that's good.
Well, maybe you know what we're going to do? There's some things that we can do to snake away that we'll put around it. We'll put lights around the camp area. We're going to be in the RV if you're in the RV, or when we're in the camp, we'll make sure we're secure. Whatever it takes to make you feel good, and we'll do that. Let's try outside in the yard like we did with the men. Go outside in the yard. Let's practice.
Right.
But you got to find out what is the underlying cause for them not wanting to go.
That is good because really if there is a fear of, especially safety concerns, because truth be told, if anything goes down and you out camping and you're a couple out camping, it's going to be the man who's going to be the one handling any situation. So it could be a fear.
Not all the time. You don't want the women to come back at you.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I don't want the ladies coming back at me. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that because I feel like, you're right. Let me rephrase that. I guess what I'm thinking is in their mind as protectors, they're thinking that they're going to be the one. They're thinking that, anything goes down, I got to protect me and I got to protect her. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where I don't know, where I'm in the unknown, basically.
Well, you're in the unknown if you get in the car and drive to the mall.
That is true nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the unknown. You gotta trust God.
That's true.
No matter where you walk outside of your house, you're in the unknown.
Yeah.
So that, you just have to deal. That's why I say you have to have these conversations.
That's right.
Have an honest conversation, baby. What is it that is your fear? And let's work on that. Because this is something I really want to do.
Yeah.
And once he realized, then you got to compromise. That's what marriage and relationships is all about. And then you compromise and you draw the line and says, okay, if it gets to be this, then we'll leave. If you feel this, then we'll do this. Put the restrictions and the requirements and the forgiveness and the grace, all of that on the table before you go.
Right up front.
So that way it won't be an argument. Baby, we agreed. If I didn't like it, I could leave. And of course we're going to say, baby, can you just try to stay the rest of the night? It's 2 o'clock. But whatever you agree to, do that. And then maybe the second time out, it might be a little less. Now, the reason I said that is because, like I said before, I couldn't get your daddy to go. And I had the desire to go, but it never left my heart. And I'll say to men, if your wife or your lady wants you to go camping with them, trust me, it's not going to leave their heart because that's what they want to do. And that's a minor thing to do. They're not asking you to take them to Vegas. They're not asking you to take them to London.
Well, they might be asking for that too at another time.
Do that too.
Right.
But in the meantime, we're talking about camping.
Right. In the meantime, camping.
If that's all you want and we can go away and have a weekend, I'll be glad to do that for you.
Right.
And it just got a lot of money. So, and I was, as a friend of mine, her daughter had her middle school son, and she said to him, ask him to ask his parents if he could go fishing with us and camping this weekend. And so the young man went home and asked his daddy if he could go fishing and camping with his friend and his mother. And the man said, his mother gonna take y'all fishing and camping? And he said, yes, Daddy, his mother. He talking about, what kind of woman is this? Now, see, he was a single man, right? So when she came to pick up the little boy, he said, I know she is absolutely gorgeous. She really is stunning. And he said, he looked at her, he said, what? And he come to find out they had the same interests. So he said, can I go? So he went with them. They got married. In fact, they going camping and stuff this weekend.
This a true story?
Yes, they go camping, hiking, and just, he said, I thought, what woman wants to take my son fishing and camping?
Wow.
Wasn't no man with her. Because, see, she was an army child.
Oh, okay.
Them overseas, in the Philippines and raised up like that. And that's what she likes to do. Come to find out, they hike, they fish, they camp, they do all those things. And the two boys are now brothers that was really originally friends.
Oh, that is so nice. That is a wonderful story. Yeah. So there's love. There might be some love opportunities. I tell you, it's some benefits for being cooperative, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh.
I ain't gonna put myself out there. I'm just gonna say,
Well, that is great. Y'all, this is a lot of wisdom. I didn't want to leave the ladies hanging just with my little 2 cents. I want to let you put your 3 cents so we can have something a little more value to give to the ladies. And if there's a men out there listening, I think you can benefit some good helpful information. Maybe just come clean. If you're a man who's a little hesitant about going camping with your lady, come clean with her, let her know what it is, and figure out a compromise that will make you feel better about going and enjoying yourself.
It's fun. It really is fun. It's a whole new world.
It is.
A whole new lifestyle. And you meet the most amazing people.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. People you never would have run into in everyday life, you run into at the campground. So, yeah. It is amazing. Well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate you chiming in on this video. I'm sure the viewers also appreciate it. Y'all, there's a lot of wisdom here. So, and by the way, this wisdom is single. I'm just saying. All that wisdom sitting over there is single. All right. I will talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Okay, so like I was saying, when we were camping together, we were having a good time, my husband and I, just the two of us. My mom had suggested that we go to a Narva rally. And I never heard of Narva. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to go. But she said, you don't know RVing until you experience this Narva rally. And I was like, okay, well, all right. She just said, it will take your experience to a whole nother level. And boy, was she not lying, okay? So we signed up for Narva. We went to the regional rally. It was at Carolina Pines at Myrtle Beach. And let me tell you something. We met so many people there. So many RVers with all types of RVs, all walks of life, different ages. It was just a phenomenal time to connect and meet people. In fact, the people that we connected with and the people that we met are people that we still get together with from time to time. We still travel together. We enjoyed each other so much that we decided to make time for us to get together again. And so we have been RVing with those same people now for almost 3 years. So it's been a phenomenal experience going to that Narva rally. And let me tell you what did it. What made the light switch, when I finally saw, okay, we might be doing this for a while. When I finally saw that my husband really was starting to enjoy RVing on another level, is when I saw him interacting with the other men on the campground. I mean, those men are so funny to me. I mean, they are up in the morning together. They're out walking. They cook together. Long after the ladies have gone to bed, they're still out sitting around the campfire. They're talking, sharing stories and experiences. It's just something that we don't see men doing that very often. And it's a wonderful thing to see. Many of the ladies that are in our little camping group, when we do get a chance to get together, we love to sit around and say, oh, these guys, they get so excited to see each other. I mean, they're like, I can't get in the RV fast enough. I have to get my stuff and jump in before he pulls off. He's so ready to go. Because these guys are looking forward to that time. And I know it's a valuable thing for them because they don't get to do that often. A lot of times men don't connect like women do, And so when they do get a group of men that they can connect and they can learn and glean wisdom and information from, it's a beautiful thing. And so I knew when I saw that was the key to him really enjoying RVing. Now we still go, of course, just the two of us, and we enjoy. We found out we like biking. We take our e-bikes out, so we try to find places where there's some bike trails. We enjoy that. We do also enjoy hiking. We enjoy just sitting around Netflixing outside in the woods, So you just kind of have to find your own groove with things. But I do encourage you ladies, not only do you need to find your own groove, something that you guys could do, because before, I don't know, it seemed like we worked so much, there wasn't time to really enjoy a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, he some of the things, my point is, some of the things that he enjoyed were not things that I enjoyed. But we found common ground. We found that we both enjoy RVing, and we could find something on an RV excursion that we both would enjoy doing together. And then when you also camp with other people, that takes it to a whole new level. So I would definitely encourage you ladies out there, if you can find a rally or some type of group camping situation, take advantage of that. I think that may be something he will really enjoy. I know he loves you, and he'll probably tell you, baby, I'll sit in the closet with you. But in all actuality, think about finding something that has some men, some that he may find common ground with, and then that will enhance the camping experience. All right, so I hope this information has been helpful to you. And if, ladies, you are able to convince your man to try camping, please let me know about it. Send me a message in the comments. I love to hear about it. And that's it. Until next time.